Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Poor Man's Podcast. 37-year-old adult actress embarrasses her husband on a live stream. Women. Please like them below. I really appreciate it. That's good at Chow. It's Chow Time.
Dude, what's up? What's up?
How's it going?
No, it's going good though.
Whose mom is this?
How's life been?
Whose mom?
Really good. You got a lot of great ladies. I've seen them all.
Whose mom is this?
So I've had a big career change. I used to be a school teacher, and now I am a big OnlyFans star.
Jesus Christ.
Did you see me in the news?
Oh, you're a star. Hold on. I'm sorry. I was not listening. You went from school teacher to OnlyFans?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay, so like, yeah, how'd that happen? Like,
I started doing some like modeling and posting on the internet, and just wanted something a little more fun. So I joined OnlyFans in 2019.
So I wanted attention and money.
you a motherfucking pioneer in this. Oh, shit.
Exactly, before 2020.
Wait, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Obviously.
How old do you think I am?
Can't be a day over 25.
That's right.
So, how old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay. Oh, okay. 37. That's fire. So, how you feel about younger guys?
I love younger guys. They have great energy.
Is she going through a midlife crisis?
You got any, like I feel like, okay, so say you feel me, it's me and you, right? Like,
yeah.
Do you have any friends that would join us? Like, we could have like a or something.
Oh, I have a lot of friends.
For real?
For real.
Like, so how big could we get this? No.
Oh.
Like, how many friends?
Well, I'm big in the industry, so I have a lot of friends.
Oh no, that's fire. That's fire. That's what's up. Wait, hold on. Hold your hands up. Oh, you married?
Yeah.
So like, okay, I see. So like,
wait,
yeah, like.
I love that. Why do people always think that like you're married, that automatically makes you? No, you're very like, supportive of me and whatever I desire.
Wait, so just correct me if I'm wrong. So do you have sex with any other men besides your husband?
I have not yet, but I am actually in the works of that.
And what does he think about that?
Oh, the plug shit.
He's very supportive. Whatever I desire.
Okay, so like how that don't make him no.
So let's say you told your husband, "Oh, I want to have sex with Maxwell right here." What would he feel? How would he feel about that?
It'd be like amazing if that's what you want to do. Have a great time.
Oh, I've been in a situation like this before. Okay. No, yeah. Okay. Okay, I see. So, like, is this something where, like, he want to watch? Like,
it's like a kick of his? Like, does he like watching?
Listen, I film all the time, and no, he, like, when I film, like, he'll watch the scene after, but he's actually never attended any of my stuff.
How is that not cucking? Your wife is in the other room, getting filmed, getting banged, and then you watch it later in the editing? Is that what's going on? Like, how is...
And what is he like? Like, what are his comments? I'm sorry, I'm just curious real quick.
His comments about what?
Like, you know,
about
like
what?
when... I'll just be very descriptive. When he sees another man f***ing you and possibly n***ing on you, like, what does he think of that?
But he'd be like, yeah, baby, that was a good thing.
Yeah, he's supportive.
Nothing to see here, y'all. Just another soulless, lazy, materialistic woman that prioritizes Ferrari over integrity. Being led by a soulless man that's such a slave to his own lust that he's willing to watch his wife get pounded by another man. I mean, at that point, what's the point of even getting married? They're not even going to make each other better. They're just going to fuel each other's addictions.
Y'all want to know who I date, who I go with?
Nope, but I think you think you're black. Hey, we got a 25 SST Ram truck. Come holla.
Everybody pay attention, because I'm about to find my match.
She trying to come take him. I'm gonna go right here.
Let me show another content.
They're bidding.
Yeah, they're bidding on each other's explicit content to try to get this guy. This is what women are at now, just showing their naked bodies and pictures to men to try to get them.
OnlyFans bidding.
bro, the world is changing. Like, we be laughing at this, but just imagine 10 years down from now, what's going to be casual. Like, I'm really becoming disappointed. And you know what's crazy? Like, I don't know. We gotta start holding people to a standard, bro. Let's be like, it's my life, it's mine. But it's like, no. If it gets to an extent where everybody's behaving like this, how are we gonna be as a group of people? Like, we gotta go back to shame. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I remember when women considered nudes to be sacred. Now they're just content. They damn near like Pokemon cards. We definitely got to bring shame back, because for the women that encourage this kind of behavior, just remember that these are the types of women that's going to be throwing themselves at your future husband. And for the young men that are encouraging this kind of behavior because they're young and they want to get their rocks off, they just got to remember that these are the women that they're going to have to pick from when they're picking the future mother of their children.
True. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. Everything is okay.
This is okay.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is okay. Everything, it's okay.
I love
right?
this one.
Women, how do we feel about men commenting on our workouts? I just got back from a long run and I got the standard, go, you got it, you know, while I'm running up hills, or, oh, you know, like kind of little sounds, and even a hop, 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 hop while I was running. And you know, sometimes I don't mind it, and sometimes it feels a little patronizing. And I'm just curious what the broader consensus is. And then also, men, tell me, what do you think? And like, do you do this to men too?
Oh no, the evil patriarchy is giving women encouragement. A little over 50% of men between the ages of 18 and 30 have never even approached a woman. Feminism has already ruined men approaching women. Now y'all want it to ruin men complimenting women? And the craziest part is, if young men are never even able to communicate with young women, how are they ever going to be able to be empathetic towards young women?
Do you have a job?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're a slave to money like me.
That's a slave?
Yeah.
Having a
slave.
job?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I'll have a job.
Yeah.
Shagging.
So wait. I just want you to, just so that we're clear, look directly in that camera and tell 100 million men that they're slaves because they don't let other men their chick for money, and instead they have jobs. Go ahead.
Yes. If you want a good lifestyle, and you don't let other people your missus, you're missing out, and you're a slave.
You're missing out. Ladies and gentlemen, you're missing out. If you have one of those stupid jobs where you're supporting your family and you're not letting Chad fuck your chick for cash, you're missing out, ladies and gentlemen.
Who cares? Who cares? And God ain't going to be there to save me. God, whatever. I don't care. Money's God to me.
Wow. Young people nowadays, money is God to you. The almighty dollar. I love money. Trust me, you guys hear me say I love money. I love earning it. I love stacking it, saving it, spending it. But it's not my God. I only do it because it's an ends to a means to be able to afford things for my family and take care of things.
Yeah, I agree. Money's God to you. Yeah. And you're a slave to that God.
I'm happy he just admitted that his God is money, because that's one of the main reasons I'm becoming more religious as I get older. When I look out into the world, I'm starting to realize that if people don't have a God, they just create their own God. And for a lot of people, their God is money and materialism. Now, money and materialism doesn't come with an ethic or moral code. So what that means is those people are willing to do anything to get to their God. And also, I know this is a controversial take in 2024, but having a job isn't slavery. Going into debt is slavery. There's a lot of people in America who believe that they're wealthier than they actually are, because as soon as they feel the impulse to buy something, they can just go get a loan if they have the right credit score and just have the thing that they want immediately. And what that does is that just makes you a slave to your own materialistic impulses. That $20,000 car that you want to buy isn't $20,000. It's 1,500 hours of work. And when you start to value the intangible things like time more than you value the materialistic things like cars, you become a lot more free. The truth of the matter is there's a lot of people that sign up for slavery as long as they can get something shiny.
And you know what's also true? Men who are broke will never find true love. I said it. Broke men will never find true love because they're too busy worried about money to be able to find a girl who really loves them. They're too busy worrying about Pick Misha paying half the bills to find true love.
I would argue one of the best things about being broke as a man is you're more likely to find a woman that actually loves you. Again, you can see this happening in our society everywhere. This is a milder example of somebody who values the tangibles like money more than the intangibles like morality.
I respect my man. I don't do that. Because if I go out dressed a certain way, I know I'm looking for some kind of attention that I'm not looking for. I'm committed to him and only him. I don't do that.
He's a 10 out of 10, but he's a hard Christian man. What does he know?
Ooh, a Christian man ain't gonna do what I want him to do. Yeah,
So what does he know?
Shit to mean nothing.
Question. She's a 10 out of 10, but she's a hardcore Christian. What would you rate her now?
She's a what?
10. 10
She's a hardcore Christian.
I give her 10.
Yeah, like a 10 and a half.
10. Beautiful lady.
Now, why do you say 10 though?
I think God is great. 100%.
I think it's great that she has some faith, you know? She's not for the streets out here. Like you see what it's like out here.
Exactly.
I do agree. Women with some kind of religiousness or have a little bit better morals that grew up in the religion are very, they still go to church and things like that, and they've always really gone to church. I've noticed that those women are much more even-keeled than a lot of the other women. Not saying it's guaranteed that religious women are great women or anything, but it isn't usually a big turnoff for men just because she believes something, religious, or it belongs to a certain religious sect or anything. That's never really mattered to men, I don't believe.
I think she's got something she's passionate in, and I respect that, and I think that's a 10.
Too many women nowadays have no morals, go around, do whatever they want. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a breath of fresh air that she has something she believes in, honestly.
Amen.
I think it's great.
And you said she believes in God is a beautiful thing, right? But who's God to you? Because there's many gods, many gods out there.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. What about you?
I agree.
Jesus Christ, the Lord, our Savior.
But hey, today Jesus died for our sins today.
Amen.
In the last video that I made, there was somebody in the comments that said, for a person that doesn't believe in God, you sure do talk about God a lot. And that's kind of what inspired this video, and the reason why I'm talking about it so much in this video. I want people to understand that I am an influencer. And with that, fortunately or unfortunately, comes the power to influence people. But I feel like if I have a certain power, I'm also going to have a certain level of responsibility. That means that I don't care about how much money is offered. I'm not going to be selling vapes. I'm not going to be telling people to go buy vapes. I'm not going to be telling people to go buy alcohol. I'm certainly not going to be promoting online sports betting to young men so they can go gamble away all their money, because I don't believe that's for the greater good. However, when it comes to religion specifically, almost every measurable metric that I've ever read on, religious people seem to live more fulfilling lives. They become more charitable. Almost all the church
Okay. This is also why I did this video. So I also did quite a few other videos talking about God and Christians and stuff. And people are like, oh, you're rooting the video with all this God speak. It's important. I am not even a Christian. I am a Buddhist, but I still believe in a higher power and a God. And my family is very religious, we go to the temple all the time. We're actually going to the temple this Saturday for my uncle's 7th day. And everybody comes in, donates. We donate a lot of money into religious temples, and we helped build a lot of religious temples in Cambodia and even here in the United States. Not me in particular, but my family. Those morals, those little nuances that religion teaches you, it gets instilled into you if you really take it in. Like, my aunts have been doing temple stuff almost every month, like doing temple events and all these things most of their life. And they've lived very successful lives. This is where I'm not saying that being an atheist is wrong or bad or anything. I am in the same boat as Poor Man. I've noticed personally that most people that believe in some kind of higher power, it doesn't have to be God, it doesn't have to be Jesus Christ or anything. As long as you believe in a higher power that, instills some kind of morals, some kind of foundation of guidance to you, most people are able to live nice, fulfilled lives following those morals. Religion is a thing for a reason. Yes, in my opinion, it is somewhat used to control the masses and to control people, but it's also given people a little bit of hope and a little bit of morals and a little bit of guidance on how to live at least a happy life.
charity in the world is done through some type of religious organization. They tend to be more likely to be married, less likely to be divorced. They tend to have more children. And in my opinion, those are all the foundations for what leads to a more fulfilling life. And I believe
everything he said, my family sort of embodies that. They have a lot of children. All my aunts, even my dad, had 3 kids each. And then all of their kids almost has 3 kids each also. There's one that has 1, and there's a few that has 2, but most of them do have 3 or more. So he's right. Religious people tend to build bigger families, tend to live happier lives, and somewhat successful. I'm not saying you have to be religious to be successful, but those are the trends we see. And I agree. I may not be an influencer or anything. I'm an entertainer, but it does have some influence to some people. I get comments of young men all the time saying if it wasn't for my content, they would be in a worse place. So in a sense, that's influence.
Believe genuinely that if I'm going to be talking to you guys and you guys are going to be giving me money via your time, your views, your engagement, whatever it may be, I have a responsibility to y'all. So yeah, I may not be the most God-fearing man in the world, but if I feel like God could help a lot of people, then I have a duty to promote God. And I know that
same, like I'm a passport bro. I've traveled only a few times. I'm not living overseas, but I understand and see how great passport bros are and the environment of everything, and I can see the benefit of it. Even though I haven't fully became a passport bro myself, doesn't mean I can't see the benefit of it. Just like I'm not Christian, but I can see the benefits of believing God for other people. That's what I see.
there's a lot of people in the comments who tend to point out the flaws in the Bible or in the Quran and go, it can't be true because look at these flaws. It can't be true. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the results. The results are definitely true. And the results are that people who believe in this stuff that quote unquote isn't true tend to live more fulfilling lives. I would rather.
To me, what the Bible and in the Quran, a lot of it, there's just lessons. There's stories and lessons written to be easier consumed for people back in those days. Nowadays, we're not so literate as we were with language and everything, so it doesn't sound so. It's a little bit off, but it made sense. The best way to pass down lessons and things like that is through storytelling, and storytelling is in a lot of books. And the biggest book we got with a lot of stories in it is the Bible. It just shows you a lot of stories of morale, stories of how human nature, stories of just things that affect people in general. Everybody takes a lot of these things very literal, but if you actually look at the message behind each of those stories, those messages are still pervasive now.
Rather have a world full of people whose goal it is to become better people than to have a world of people whose goal it is to just make money. Yeah. I don't believe that our ancestors were dumb. I just believe that they looked at things differently. And I believe that we thought that we were smarter than them, so we abandoned some of their belief systems without actually even studying them.
That's all of history. We get smarter. We call it paganism. We call it, traditionalism, and just, it's just whatever it is. But really, there was reasons why they had those. There's reasons why religion was such in place in the United States. It was such a big part of it. And it's also a reason why the United States was the biggest superpower that was ever created the way it was. And then now it's declined, but there was methods to madnesses back in the day. And then as we get older, this is happening to women. Women now think that all the women in the 60s and 50s were idiots, slaves, and just, couldn't do anything, couldn't even vote, couldn't do all these stupid bullshit things that women seem to think. But really, women of that time didn't have that horrible of a time.
And it's been a failure. So much so that we have more material wealth in the world than ever before, but people seem to be more miserable than ever before.
Yep.
So much so that we've lost a sense of human divinity to the point where we're allowing people to create artificial intelligence that's going to replace us as beings. You can call our ancestors dumb for believing in God, but I don't think they would have allowed that to happen. With that being said, I'm going to leave y'all with the full quote from Douglas Murray.
And we may be in the midst of the discovery that the only thing worse than religion is its absence.
Yeah.
And where are we discovering that?
Look at the religions that people are making up as we speak. I mean, every day there's a new dogma, and you and I and Jordan have repeatedly tripped over those dogmas. Some usually survived, it has to be said, but they're stampeding to create new religion all the time at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
Every new heresy that's invented, and they're not as well thought through as past heresies. They don't always have the bloody repercussions yet, but you can easily foresee a situation in which they do. I mean, a new religion is being created as we speak by a new generation of people who think they are non-ideological, who think they're very rational, who think they're past myth, who think they're past story, who think they're better than any of their ancestors and have never bothered to even study their ancestors.
Right. So, but
Shout outs to Poor Man and shout outs to Douglas Murray. I actually 100% agree with his assessment. Yes, we all thought religion was so evil and it caused all of these bad things. But now that we see the absence of religion, everybody just creates their own God and creates their own thing anyways. Which doesn't seem to work out so well nowadays, does it, guys? Please extract down below. I really appreciate that. I catch you guys next time. Ciao.